David Corson, May 2nd, about 6 o'clock. Friday, happy TGIF to everybody. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. I'm just up here in the lot. Concrete is looking nice and white. And sorry about that, but looks really, really nice. And inside, we'll walk in. Hope everybody had a great Friday, going into your Friday night with a smile on your face, positive thought, all that good stuff. Had a long, long day, got up early, got things done, podcast. But in any event, okay, the floors are in. This is what it looks like. And it's just looking really, really nice. Cabinets are in. And these are all our appliances. And the surface material's coming in next week. And it just looks awesome. So we're going good, but don't these floors look beautiful? And guy did a great job installing them. And we just got some stuff to do. So anyway, that's what it looks like. Very, very excited. Got some things I got to clean out the garage this weekend. The epoxy guys coming to do the epoxy on the floor. Got to clean up the other house. We want to get it on the market next week. And we want to finish up this house next week so we can get our certificate and get things done. So still got to get rain today. The irrigation guy, those are all the irrigation pipes, but it started to pour here this afternoon, so he boogied. See if I can get them in here this weekend, maybe Sunday. They don't allow construction. I just saw the HOA president and said, hey, Mr. Mike, can I get permission to have the irrigation? Because my side guy, he's going to learn this is all going to be grass. All that's all got to be grass and plants. I told this, my installer on the landscape, he's like, hey, I can't get out there for 10 days if I can't get out there on Monday and Tuesday. So, hey, I just said, hey, Mike, send a note out. I'd love to get my irrigation done on Sunday. You guys are sick of looking at my dirt. I can get my grass and the landscaping done Monday and Tuesday and get rid of the silt fence and, get everything done. So normally, doing stuff and then getting your hand slapped, but the HOA, they fine you. And these people are like, if you do anything in here, it's that, you get an email. You just want to play nice. They have the rules. You got to deal with it. And they're simple rules, but I understand. I'm just trying to get my project done. So, but anyway, it's basically done. That dumpster's gone. I know the project's done. The dumpster, I got to get a little trailer on wheels that we're going to finish up with the trash and, rock and roll. But in any event, it's been an awesome week. Lots of wins, lots of learns. Loved watching all the NHL first round playoffs. Congratulations to all the teams that win. There's still a couple going into Game 7 tonight. And got the semifinals for the indoor lacrosse. I'm going to check it out. And I'm going to clean up some things at the other house. Hopefully get some other things done here. I got a barn door I got to pick up tomorrow. I'm going to be busy. So, but it's been an awesome week. And in production, going to get my magazine out next week, hopefully by the end of Friday. It'll be decent size. And then I'm going into May. May's going to be a big issue. May and June, big issues. So, in any event, here's what I'm thinking. My word of the day for May 2nd. Just beginning the first week of the second month of Q2. And that word is, I think it's very apropos, culmination. Yeah, that word is culmination. Culmination. It's a tongue twister. Basically means finality, finishing up. That's what all this is. It's the culmination of my fruits and labor since I, started building. I mean, it took me last January, I started with my permits. Got it finally. Made me change my address, move my septic tank, this and that. Anyway, finally got it. Cleared the land. Then we had to do some adjustments. Really didn't even start building until August. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It's about 9-10 months for this house. I'm happy with that. And, it was done the way we wanted it. And it's going to end up being great. So that's my culmination, my fruits and labor. But you can apply it to anything. Business, athletics, personal, sleep, whatever you're doing in your 24-hour day. Culmination is just an awesome, awesome word to have in your verbiage or to be associated with. The culminating or the culmination, you can use it in a bunch of different ways. An adjective, action, description. Editorially, you can use it in a bunch of different ways. But you know why I like culmination? Because it's basically it shows you that you took action, you tried, you learned, you won some, you learned some, and you have a finished product to look at. You tweak it, just like here. There's some things that I would have done different now that I learned that, next time I did this exact house, I would have done a couple things a little differently. But I'm happy with the way it is, and that's just the way it goes. You live, you learn, you move on. All right? So do your best, forget the rest. Just the important stuff. But culmination, it's connected to everything. Effort, planning, research, vision, positive attitude, finishing strong with momentum. All of those things. It's such a good word to be associated with. And if you like on the athletic field, the culmination of high school lacrosse, you wait for the season to start. You know who you're going to play. You get into the playoffs, and then finally the culmination is winning the state championship, or even making it to the game, And but any team that plays in the playoffs, man, that's you should hooray that. Boom shakalaka to you if you got in there. And you're only playing the best teams. And to be the best, you got to play the best. And sometimes the best are better than you. And some days you're better than them. But that's the way games go. Remember, it's only a game. However, but all the lifting weights and running and icing the black, the black and blue bruises, and all the research that you had to do, and laps and suicides on the field, and getting hit by the ball, and just look at everything went to the culmination of raising and getting your ring. Man, that's like priceless. All right. Business, you work your tail off all week trying to get stuff done. It culminates into I just had a great call this afternoon, right? Out of the blue, someone reached out to me and got another advertiser, coming into the next issue. So, but they've been looking at me, and I'm not a pest with people. I send emails out, whatever, talk on the phone, leave voicemails, and people are interested. It's just timing in business is everything. But it was great ending the week off on a positive note, and it was the culmination of just effort. It's like when I do my runs, I'm sweating. That's effort. You can't really. When I can tell you, listen, I bust my ass every day. I get up at the crack of dawn. I'm trying to do the best I can, make the best use of my time, because I always know there's only so much time and you can't get it back. And I'm trying to make everybody feel awesome. And jump in my sandbox. Come, play in my sandbox with me with my magazine. We can do a lot of stuff, and there's people looking at it, and I got the stats to back it up. And I put my magazine down on any table. I don't print it anymore, but when I did, I could put it on with all 20 competitors. I guarantee mine got picked up first or second, because we always had good covers. It was always thick. We always put it on a nice paper, and digitally we do a good job there too. So that's the culmination. Business. You got to a culmination of working a year and a half to get a contract signed, or the R&D that had to go into a new product that you're going to launch that's going to change the sector, or you just got a new CEO and it took about a year or so to get used to their employees and the process and the vision of where the company's going to go. All those are culminating factors that come to success, and begin to celebrate wins and just positive things. Relationships. You ask someone out forever, they get finally you get a date, or hey, you've been dating someone, you got engaged, now you're getting a family, a kid, and your whole life is going to change. That's the fruits of your labor. And it doesn't have to just be personal with relationships. It could be it could be with the person in the grocery store, the person that gets your cup of coffee in the morning, your doctor, your lawyer, whoever you talk to on the phone. Just you communicate with so many different people every day. So it's a culmination of all of your efforts. It's just so important in relationships. And remember, you got to communicate, you got to be transparent, you got to be flexible, you got to be honest. Stick a sock in your mouth when you're yakking too much, which I do way too much of. Listen, that's why you have ears. Listen, you do all those things and you give it your all. Look yourself in the mirror at night and say, hey, I did the best I could, and I'm going to do better tomorrow. Hey, you're going to have more. You're just going to have a better life, and with whoever you communicate with. And then sleep, the culmination of your whole day, busting your tail, mentally, physically, all that stuff. And now your body knows, yeah, now I'm going to get my turn of 6 to 7 hours of rest for Mr. Corson, so he can get up and do it again tomorrow, and because I know he's going to take care of me and feed me some good stuff and protein and hydrate and all those good things. So, he's maintaining it. And your body will last as long as you do. You just have to take care of it. Same thing with your mind. You got to get your mind ready for that sleep. So I'm going to be ready to crash tonight, man. And hopefully it's supposed to pour tonight. And even though it doesn't look like, but there's some storms coming in. So I hope it pours all night. I love sleeping in the rain, and I sleep like a rock. So that's my word. Culmination. Culminate. It's from the heart. Take it to the bank. Put up here in your knowledge vault. Put it on the shelf. Use it whenever you need it. Cloudy day, rainy day, sunny day, snowy day, tornado, hurricanes, lightning, whatever. It can pick you up. What you have to do is, if you're feeling down, you're not having a day, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, whatever it might be, think about that word and what's waiting for you at the end. Go get it. Get rid of all those things and just keep on plowing forward. All right? And if you work on that every day, every week, every month for the remainder of the year, all the way to December 31st, 2025, you will see a change in yourself. Your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, your pets, your coworkers, your teammates, they're all going to see a change in yourself. All you have to do is take action and believe and be consistent. But you got to take data and you got to keep that. Do it right here on your phone. You're attached to it all day. Create a notepad, create an email, put a paragraph on how you improved on something. I'm telling you to work on culmination, because that's just the end game of all your efforts. It's such a cool word. But if you don't like that word and you want another word, that's okay too. So appreciate you all out there. I'll see you tomorrow, where I have no idea, but I will. Have a great Friday night. Have a great rest of the TGIF. And be safe and take action. Culmination.